So I played through Danganronpa 2 the other month, and I'll get it out of the way now. If you like the first game for its eerie atmosphere and somewhat grounded characters, I'm sorry to inform you that you'll probably not like this one as much, because I sure as hell didn't. Now gameplay wise, it's pretty much the same ordeal. Like its predecessor, it's a visual novel game that includes pointing and clicking, roaming around, and mini games during the trials. However, where this game differs is how they're done, which unfortunately are all downgrades. First off, there's the characters. Gonna be honest, I really didn't like the cast of this game. They either range from annoying or just boring. It's weird because half of these just feel like worse versions of the characters from the first game. Let's take Asahina and Awari, whatever her name is, for example. Asahina, yeah, she was a gymnast, she likes to eat, that was kind of the joke, but she was also more believable. She felt like an actual person you'd meet in real life. And you know, that joke wasn't like her whole personality or anything. Awari, on the other hand, is the same ordeal, but that's her entire character here. She doesn't feel like someone you'd personally know. She's just a character. Every single scene she's in is about gym and food, and she's just over exaggerated for the sake of laughs. And the same can be said for everyone here. It feels like everyone is just a joke, constantly screaming, shouting and spouting complete nonsense. They're not all bad, but you know, a few of them I did like, but there's about only a few of them I did like. The rest I've either forgotten about or just couldn't stand. And because most of the characters are played for laughs here, it creates a tone problem. There's killings and other mysterious stuff going on, but how am I supposed to take anything seriously when you have this colourful cast of clowns just not taking anything seriously? So why should I? It's kind of like Marvel humour. You know, there's like this big threat going on, but because every character is just spouting one-liners all the time, you just can't take anything seriously. The island setting doesn't help either. Everything's bright and sunny, which yeah, makes sense given the setting is a beach after all, I know, but there's no sense of danger or creepiness with this one. Maybe later on in the game, but I only got past the first trial. I understand, again, that's what the game's going for, but what they did just doesn't fit well with this genre, in my opinion. Now let's talk about island navigation. Movement wise, it's the same as the first game, but unlike the first game, this island is just a pain in the ass to traverse. I found myself constantly stumbling around because there's a main island that connects to the other islands, which in of themselves have their own branching locations. It's all done in this awkward 2D side-scrolling format, making your vision super limited, and it doesn't help that all these islands just look the same too. It's not the worst map in the world, but it is inconvenient enough to annoy you, making it a more condensed 3D island. I feel kind of like how you'd navigate the school in the first game. I think that would have made a decent difference. Lastly, there's the trials. Again, they play mostly like the first game, but that also means they have the exact same problems as the first game. The first trial is fairly overwhelming. It introduces gimmicks after gimmicks that are explained in the most, I don't know, they're kind of like over explained, when in reality they're all actually pretty simple, if a bit mindless. I have no idea what's going on in the slashing one. The trial itself, the first trial, because that's the only one I played, that one goes on for like 2 hours, and somehow it's filled with good and bad writing. I like the twist throughout, sure, but the characters took so long to come to conclusions the player would come to in about 10 minutes or so. There's a lot of moments where you're only now bringing this up. You'll be like half an hour in and it's like they're only just getting started. The rest of stuff I did like about the game. The music is still creepy, funky and chaotic as it previously was. And despite what the characters act like, I do generally like their designs at least. And lastly, there are a good amount of surprising twists here. I only played the first bit of the game, but I was still impressed with some of the surprises they had. But overall, it's just such a departure from the first game in my opinion, that it's hard to recommend. I enjoyed the first one, so I thought I'd enjoy this one too, but it feels like the game tries to be more of a comedy cartoon or something rather than a murder mystery, with quirky but still grounded characters. Yes, I know the first game isn't exactly super serious or edgy or anything, but it's sold its concept extremely well in my opinion. You're a group of teens stuck in a school with a murder game going on. The characters, while erratic at times, still have a sense of reality and feel like actual people. The school's design was full of mystery and a sense of dread, accompanied by great music and visuals. Danganronpa 2 just doesn't do it nearly as well in my opinion, if at all. And also, a bit off topic, but I played this on the Steam Deck, and it has the same problem as the first game, where if you come off the game for too long, it just mutes the audio for your entire system, not just the game. Like everything just mutes and you have to restart the whole thing. But yeah, that was my kind of review, short look at Danganronpa 2. I didn't get that far. Again, I only got like past the first trial. But what do you think of the game? I know a lot of people do like it, and it is getting a remake, which I honestly would have preferred the first one to get a remake, but you know, maybe if they change the dialogue or something, then maybe I'll check it out. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video, so thank you for watching.